Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. Sorry about that, I had a bit of a technical snafu right off the bat, so I have no idea if you guys saw me for a second there with this dumb look on my face going, "Oh, what's wrong? I don't know." But it looks like it had, it's, hey Nick, welcome! It looks like it fixed itself, so I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that it didn't happen. And in the meantime, hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I just, yeah, I had to start the greeting all over again. But hey Ma, welcome. So I've got an amazing episode for you guys tonight. Tonight is our 99th episode. So you know the 100th is coming right up, and I'm hyped for that. I cannot wait. I've got a surprise for you guys lined up. It's gonna be something special. So woohoo! That is absolutely right, Sneha. Welcome, welcome. So excuse me. I'm battling a little bit of a congestive issue here today, but I'm going to go ahead and start the water tonight because I have got a blend that I've never tried, and in the ongoing theme of this November is Chai Month. So I'm doing green chai today. I've never tasted this blend, so I don't know what to expect, but I'm sure it's going to be delicious. So in this, it's got green tea, cinnamon bark, orange peels, ginger root, cardamom, cloves, and natural spice flavor. I don't know what natural spice flavor is. I mean, it might be peppers, it might be like ginger. I don't know what it is, but it's natural. So we'll go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and open this thing. Ooh, this one's tough. There we go. I should have had my Wheaties today. There we go. Okay. Oh my, that is actually really good. That it smells right off the bat. It's got like a nice orange presence with the spice. So you can smell the orange and the ginger, which goes absolutely great together usually. And you're getting like not such a strong green scent, but it's definitely present. Ooh, that smells really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this out. You'll see what it looks like. Oh, I can do better than that. Come on. I like to make it nice and strong. That's a little too much there. I got a little overconfident. Ah, that's good. So I'm bringing back my classic. You guys haven't seen her in a while, but she's here. She's ready to go. My little black beauty. I haven't used her in a while. I usually have the red one. But yeah, tonight, special occasion, bringing back the classics. I'm going to rub it a little bit and hope a little genie pops out. And I'd wish for more tea. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like. It's actually got a pretty nice color. Nicole, welcome. So you check that out. It looks very, very lively. You see a lot of green, a lot of yellow, and a lot of, like you see the orange peels. You see those little chunks of yellow. That is ginger. I'm gonna try to. Yep, there you go. Those they're bright yellow, kind of in the middle there. So it looks like my water is almost done. So I'll show you guys real quick what it looks like. Well, before I do that, I'm going to show you guys. Oh, it's I just realized I didn't put it to heat. I put it only to brew. Anyway, I saw it cycling. Yeah, I didn't need that part. Okay, so this is the perfect winter tea. I mean, in my opinion, any chai is great for the winter. There's a couple of specific chais that I would go mainly for fall. But this is this should be a really good winter tea because it's got a lot of spices in it. So I'm gonna show you guys about the size of it. What we're looking at right here, just keep that in mind. It looks like it's about a third of the way, sorry, a quarter of the way up. So I'm expecting, since this is a green tea, there's going to be some growth here. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and pour out some of this water. Now, since this is a green tea, I am doing this at 180 degrees. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to overfill it because that usually makes a mess. There we go. Ah, but it's nice and like it's got a really nice aroma to it. I'm slightly. How long would I steep it? I'm going to be steeping it for about 3 minutes. That being said, I gotta set my timer for 3 minutes. And where is my timer? There it is. No, it's set to 10 minutes. That's going to be way too long. I'm going to set this actually for 2 minutes. I want to understeep it a little bit. I've been doing that lately just because a lot of my teas have been coming out a little strong lately, a little astringent. So I'm not sure. Shanna, welcome. Been a while. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Maybe I'm just losing my touch slightly. But yeah, it's been a little bit of astringent lately. Not during the streams, but like in my personal time. I think I just lose track of time sometimes. But definitely that's a habit that I need to break, because yeah, it's really hard to enjoy a tea when A, it's brewed incorrectly, and B, you know you made a rookie mistake when you did it. So, you know, male pride and all, I have to be I have to be upfront, and you know, get mad at myself. So I deserve it. I get to drink it as is. Comes with the territory. Anyway, so right off the bat, like, I'm smelling the spices in here, especially the ginger. Ginger has a particular scent that is kind of like, it stings a little bit, and it's got like a kind of like a grainy scent to it when you steep it in the water. It releases all of that scent, that texture. It's very profound once you get once you lock onto it, essentially. Oh, it looks like I have about 7 seconds left, so I'm going to be pulling this out really quick. That's what she said. Beat you to it, Shanna. There we go. Hey, quiet. Dismiss. No, I don't want to start over. I'm yelling at my phone. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. And I'll show you guys what that looks like right off the in a little bit once it's drained. But right now, I gotta say, that is a really spicy tea. Like, I pulled it out and just ginger, woof, right in my face. That is some really good stuff. Oh, I can't believe I left my my tea rag again. I'm about to make another. Oh, I gotta make a run real quick, because I always tend to mess it up. I have got to remember my tea rags. I usually do it at home. Ginger has definitely got some heat to it. Like, whenever I go for spice, I go for extra ginger, because that always does the trick. Especially me feeling the way that I feel right now, where I have that a little bit of a congestion problem. This should clear me right up. So that's why I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I am definitely in need of some sinus help. Ooh, there we go. Pouring out. Let me raise it up a little bit so you can see. It's a little bit clear. I'm not sure if you guys saw it. You will once I do another one. But I want to show you guys what it looks like. This is actually a really nice color for a tea. Check it out. That is really like supreme golden yellow tea going here. You see that I'm grateful that I have my cup that's white on the inside, so that you can actually see the kind of color that we're dealing with. Um, in this case, it's a very like orange yellow kind of robust look to it. This is an excellent color when it comes to green teas. Now, green tea, you're not going to really see a whole lot of green in the actual tea unless you refer to the tea leaves. I'm going to pull this out. Let me just get a good one. There we go. So I'm going to show you guys how much it expanded. But after one steep, look at the difference. You saw before how each one was, oh, I got a little bit there. How each one was kind of like a stick. So this one basically gave up all of its flavor in one go, and it's completely open, which is what we want when it comes to green tea, because it's not the kind of tea that you'll want to steep over and over and over again. That you'll want to leave with oolong. But you see how much it expanded. This, it looks like 2 minutes was just the right time, because any more will start we'll start burning the leaf, and that's just going to get like a soapy flavor. We want to avoid that. So I'm going to go ahead and take my first sip. I have been waiting all day for this. Oh, that's really nice. Orange and ginger. That's all you smell on this. Oh, that's lovely. So it's got a nice mellow green umami flavor. That's the term for the green grassy kind of, well, what we associate with grass flavor, but it's not really a grass flavor, because grass, when you drink it, is actually almost milky. So this one has that vegetal, the correct term to use is vegetal in this case, or umami flavor, which is just a general term for green. So you have a smooth umami in this, and you're getting, like, in the background, the ginger is not as spicy as I thought it would be because of the scent, but it is present. It's definitely there to give you a heated flavor, but it's not like burning my tongue or anything. The orange actually is a bit stronger than I would have thought. Generally, when you have orange peels in a tea, you're going to get an orange-ish flavor, but it's going to be as an undertone rather than taking over the entire flavor. It's not doing that. I mean, it's kind of doing that in this case, which I'm all for, because I like citrus flavors when I drink, and I'm getting this. I'm getting like an orange and ginger combo. It's actually really nice. So what was that, Snea? You said, interesting fact, in India, ginger is a staple ingredient in tea. Oh yeah, absolutely, because it's tradition to drink it, to drink chai. I'm using chai in the correct form. Chai just means tea, but in this case, like specifically chai. You drink chai in India, you want to have that nice, spicy, very earthy, grounded flavor, and that's very, very savory. Oh, and it's got that nice classic chai flavor, but it's not too overpowering. I'm getting a nice, because there is cinnamon in there, but right now cinnamon is the undertone, which I like. It's understated. It's really smooth. It's not overpowering at all. I'm it honestly it tastes like green tea with a little bit of spice. That's incredible. You know, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Um, it could stand to be a little bit spicier, but that's just me. Like I love a good I love a good burn going down. You know, when I drink it, I want to feel it go straight down into my stomach and like land there. You know, but in this case, it's nice and smooth, and it's a little bit um, it's a little bit understated, but it's subtle. I like it. Mm. Yeah, this is good. Sorry, I had a moment for myself because I had to sit back and appreciate a little bit the flavor. It's kind of soft. It's a little bit softer, um, very very smooth. Definitely, I would definitely recommend drinking this um, as it is. It doesn't need any. It doesn't need any sweetener. It doesn't need any. Um, it doesn't need any additives. It's very naturally delicious. All right, so I think I am. No, it's still dripping a little bit. So I'll show you guys what the how much it extended now. So you guys remember, it only took up about a third from the bottle. See, look at that. It expanded to almost the entire basket. Look at that. It pretty much doubled in size. Maybe a little bit more than doubled. But you see how it went from tiny, tiny to like huge. And I love it when that happens because that shows how much flavor actually came out. That is the sign of a good tea. And also, you see the colors have changed. They're slightly darker. Now you see some cloves that came out. That gave it a nice. That gives it a nice peppery flavor to it. And then you have some of the orange peels here. It's nice and squishy. Look at that. Look at that. I love it how it absorbs that water. And that's how you get the flavor out of that. Got the ginger. I'm trying to dig some of it out. Ah, let go. So you got the ginger pieces right here. And it looks like this one has absorbed a little bit of water. Yeah, because it feels squishy as well. I assume they probably used cinnamon powder because I don't see any cinnamon bark in here. Oh wait, no, that's tea. Never mind. Oh, it's another clove. Yeah, I don't see any cinnamon. I don't see any cinnamon bark in here. So it's probably powdered, which is fine. I mean, it just means that it gets into the the water better. Oh, why would you flip? There we go. Ooh, so anyway, so now you see what it looks like after it's been steeped, and you have like an idea of how much flavor you get out of it based on the amount of growth that you've seen. Expansion actually is a more accurate term. So you see how the way it went from tiny to huge, and it releases all that flavor and culminates into this cup right here, and it's incredible. Oh, this is such a soothing. It's a soothing blend. It feels, the mouthfeel is really. There's no texture to it. Very little. There's very little to no texture, I should say. Um, very watery. So if you have any texture issues, then you won't have to worry about this one. Some people don't like teas based on the mouthfeel that you get while you're drinking it. Shanna, you know what I'm talking about with the rooibos. It's a very that generally tends to coat the tongue, um, and some people just don't like it. In this case, there's very little to no coat at all. Um, oh, that's good. It's kind of like I'm getting kind of like a milky aftertaste, if that makes any sense. Um, you should try fresh ginger tea. You could really feel the heat going down. Oh yeah, I've had ginger tea before, just straight up ginger. Oh man, that is an experience I thoroughly enjoy. Um, like it can burn when it's done right, and I that's how I like it. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a little congested. It's starting to clear me out. You see this right off the bat? Everything is starting to clear up. So I'm gonna need to blow my nose. You guys know how much I hate doing this during the stream, but I mean, it has to be done. Otherwise, the consequences could be dire. Oof. There we go. I can breathe again. But yeah, this stuff is it's pretty potent when you're congested. It starts to work pretty quickly. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna open the. I can't talk. I'm gonna open up the floor. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about. Go ahead and throw it at me. I'll be happy to answer your questions. Um, in the meantime, while I'm waiting, I wanted to talk a little bit about the flavor of the orange that's in there. Now it's starting. It stands out quite a bit. It's not usual when you have or just the orange peels. I think I mentioned that before when you just have the. Oh, how would milk? Okay, I'll talk about that in just a moment, because with the amount of orange in here, it'll have an effect. But I'll talk about that in just a second. Um, when you have like the orange peel, you don't get a whole lot of orange flavor in it. I think that in this case they added a bit of an abundance of orange peels in here, because I'm getting a nice citrusy flavor. But if I were to put milk in here, it might go well. The only thing is, I wouldn't recommend it, just because when you have milk, oh excuse me, with citric acid, it tends to Serene, welcome, or Serene. I don't know how to pronounce that, but welcome anyway. Um, when you put milk in anything that's citrusy, like orange, lemon, or something like that, it tends to curdle. So you're gonna get like little chunks. If that doesn't bother you, then you should be fine. But it's not poison. This is just a chemical reaction. Might not be the prettiest thing to look at, but it would be fine other way. Either way, I should say. Now, it doesn't really, like I said before, it doesn't really need milk. It doesn't really need sweetener. If I were to personally sweeten this, I would use honey, because honey goes very well with orange and ginger, actually. You get a nice grounded sweetness to it, um, and it's what I prefer. It's of course everybody's got an opinion of their own, so you can sweeten to taste as you like. But me personally, the uh, the the honey would give it just the right amount of grounded flavor that I enjoy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pour a little bit more. Oh, first I'm going to blow my nose again because it's that ginger is still kicking. Woo. All right, coming out. You guys can see the tea better there. Ooh, I like the way that this one poured out. This one is actually nice and fluffy. Check that out. It's very airy. You see all those bubbles that come in? That is usually a sign of a smoother flavor. When you drink it, you have all those air bubbles in it. It gives it a little bit of texture, and it helps it go down a little bit better. So when you drink it nice and soft and smooth like that, it adds to the experience. When you do that, usually you want to look at a matcha. When you make matcha, you want to make it nice and frothy like that, just because it's it airs out really well with the whisk. So once you have that air in there, you're good to go. But in this case, I just poured it out, and it's nice and frothy now. So before I lose any of that froth, I'm going to go ahead and drink some. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's really nice, and it's maintaining the flavor. It's starting to cool off a little bit. I think I could have left it in for 3 minutes, and I would have been fine. It's just right now, I'm getting a good flavor, but I'm just confident that I could have left it in a little bit longer, and still got the same. Still got a more deeper flavor, I guess. I guess that's the best way to put it. Mm. Oh, that's so good. So I want to talk a little bit about the health benefits. I haven't done that in a while, but I always like talking about the health benefits of a green tea because it's fascinating how versatile it can be. Because green tea, it tends to help your metabolism speed up. It helps your digestive system. It boosts your immunity, which I could definitely use right about now. And it's been known to give you like an energy kick because of the caffeine. So this is the kind of immunity exactly. It's the kind of tea that you'll want to drink first thing in the morning to really wake you up and get your day going with a nice smooth flavor. So yeah, I would definitely recommend first thing in the morning. This is a tea that will gently wake you, not like liquid kick in the face that kicks you in the face. This one is a smoother, less emergency tea. You won't need to wake up. You won't need to use it to wake you up that fast, basically. Mm. And I really love the orange ginger combo. Um, it's like in my book it's a classic combination because you get the citrus sweetness brings out the okay, let me back up a little bit. The citrus sweetness and the citric acid really bring out the ginger and add to the burn. So in this case, it's going very well together, and I'm really liking the way that it just lays over my tongue. I thought at first that it was a faster burn, But it's actually not. It's kind of sticking with me a little bit, which I thoroughly enjoy because what part of the world is this tea from? Good question. I will answer that in just a second. Um, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought, so I will just answer that question now. Um, to old man brain. Okay, so to answer that, I'll make it a visual aid. I just need one leaf. No, one leaf. I'm like grabbing all the ginger and orange peels. No. The way that you can tell the region of a green tea. There we go. No, there's so much in here. I love it. Like, it's a nice chunky tea. Okay. It just sucks when you're trying to get out one leaf. Is this an Adagio tea? Yes, it absolutely is. Adagio! Shout out. Okay, so I want you to take a look at the leaf that we have here. It looks like it's the classic bud pick, which is usually a leaf, two leaves and a bud. This one only has the two leaves. I think that's the bud right there. It's hard to tell because it's still closed. But in this case, this was picked very well. Now, if you notice the cut, it's not. I'm trying to get it clear. There we go. If you notice the cut, it's a little chunky. It's a little bit. It looks natural, and the color is green, which of course is typical for a green tea, but it's more of a grassy green. This tea came from China. This tea was processed, dried, and possibly lightly roasted. But it did come from China. I don't know what part. It doesn't say, but it's definitely a Chinese green tea. Japanese green tea is completely different. It's got a darker green. It's steamed, so it retains a lot of the flavor. It retains a lot of the color. And also it looks more like grass, and it smells like seawater. So in this case, this is definitely a Chinese green tea, and oh my god, I need to get another tissue because this one has been used up, and I tell you that ginger is no joke. It packs a wallop. While I do love the flavor, you have to be prepared to face the consequences. So I'm going to need a few of these. Oh my god, you see that just everything is coming out. You can probably tell a difference in my voice now because a lot of it just like, whew, I felt it from like up here coming. And that just goes to show the healing power of tea. Like, there are a lot of benefits, and it's practically instant. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I need as much help as I can get because I am congested. Like, this entire side of my face feels like it's got pressure. But you know, I mean, tis the season for it. You know, I drink a lot of tea, and so it tends to pass a lot faster. If it hits at all, it never hits like a full. Oh, excuse me. It never hits like a full-on cold. Or rather, I can't say never, but it hits softer, I should say. Mm. Oh my god, I'm like starting to heat up a little bit. Everyone is sick, absolutely. You know, 'tis the season. That's just coming. We're just coming out of our 2 days of fall. It's, oh man, we only like I don't even remember. I think I might have slept through the entire fall season because I don't remember it happening this year. You're gonna go. Oh, you will probably go to bed right away. Alicia, welcome. Alicia, I should say. was, I stumbled on it. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can. Nope, I did not get to finish it off in there. I tried. Whew, but anyway, what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, whatever. It's gone now. But yeah, so the health benefits. So yeah, like I feel like this has definitely improved my overall health, and it's a habit that's definitely worth holding up. Oh, that's delicious. Okay, so questions, comments. I'm opening up the floor again. So now is the time. If you have any questions or comments for me, just throw it right at me. Um, in the meantime, I wanted to talk a little bit about announcements. The next, Alicia. I know it's been a while. Um, Next week, as you know, is going to be my 100th episode. Oh, is this? Did the ginger not mask the taste of the umami? Not really. No. Like it kind of complemented it. I'd say that it kind of enhanced it a little bit because um, you get the kind of sort of salty vegetal flavor, but then the kick of the ginger behind it makes it all the more enjoyable. Kind of like a pepper in a salad. I think that that's a good analogy because you usually have like the salad is mostly water based. Um, it's kind of flavorless, very very light flavor. But then when you have a red pepper in there and you bite it, it just opens up that little burst. So that's what I'm getting with the ginger and the ginger and the green tea behind it. So it doesn't mask it. I'd say it enhances it. It enhances it a lot. Okay, so it's going to be my 100th episode next week, and I've got something pretty neat planned. I was doing a lot of thinking about the kind of show that I want to put on, and I wanted to do something special. I'm not going to give away too much because it's going to be 100. I have been doing this a long time, and I mean it's a great experience. But yeah, I'll talk about more about my experiences next week. But yeah, like I have something pretty neat planned, and it's gonna be pretty cool. So I encourage you 100% to join in. Definitely tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies. Who I'll talk to anybody. I don't care. But the next week is gonna be a landmark episode, and I hope you guys are encouraged to watch because it's gonna be one to remember. Mm. So I'm kind of getting like and this is gonna sound cool. I didn't think about this before, but I'm getting like an orange ginger ale kind of taste to it. It's got like the ginger spice behind it. I would definitely try this tea iced. It's got a nice full flavor, and I thoroughly orange ginger ale. Yeah, they do have it. I mean, you've seen it at the movie theater. If you ever go into the if you ever go into the ginger ale section, Yeah, they have it. They have vanilla too, which is kind of interesting. I like the orange one better though. Uh okay, so what else? Teresa's question. Yes, Teresa, who is not here tonight. She always asks that question, so I always answer it before she does. What would I pair this with? Um, that's going to be a tricky question because generally, when I pair teas, I try to figure out what would complement the food better. Um, but this tea is kind of hard to classify because you have the orange, you have the ginger, but you don't get the it's really difficult to figure out what's going on behind it. Roll call. What tea would I steep for a Thanksgiving party? It depends on what's on the menu. If we're going traditional turkey, then I would say I'm not going to be there because I don't like turkey. Oh, this was for everybody. Okay, okay. So, everybody, start answering that question. That is actually a really good question. I'll be the first to answer it. If I were to serve a tea with it, I would go with a chai tea. Probably masala chai might be a little too strong, depending on the audience, whoever's in attendance. I would go with more a fall after dinner, sit back, relax, and I know, chai tea is not a word, but it's a cultural thing. Okay, forgive me. I'm just saying. So I would go with like a nice sweet cinnamony chai, like Raja Oolong chai, to complement everything after you ate. So traditionally, pumpkin spice is a good one too because you get the pumpkin pie. Anything with cinnamon would be excellent to go with dinner because during Raja Oolong chai after pumpkin pie, that is exactly what I was going with. Because you have the dinner. Well, you said it first because I didn't get to it, but like you get like you have the savory meal. Then for dessert, everything on the table is going to be that kind of dessert. You're going to have the pumpkin pie. You're going to have the candied yams. You're going to have what else? The cranberry sauce out of the can. It was that stuff. That is the traditional way, and you get that like that cinnamon flavor from it goes with everything. Now jasmine is an interesting choice, and I'll tell you why. Uh, After you eat that huge meal, if you're going to drink jasmine right after dinner but before dessert, that might actually ruin your palate because the jasmine scent is very perfumey, so it's not naturally going to go well with like the sweet cinnamony flavor of dessert. But if you drink it after, you should be fine. Let's see, Nick. You said I have a lot of people that would go for chai due to the mild spice being kind of like pumpkin spice stuff. But I'm not a huge fan of flavored teas. So you're going in a really interesting direction. You're gonna go for a nice hearty pu'er. That is good, except you are gonna pass out after because you have a nice turkey dinner in your stomach and you're already full, and you drink that pu'er, it's going to sit a little bit heavier on your tongue, and while it is caffeinated, it might not that might not be enough to keep you awake. That's gonna be, it's gonna basically, I would say it's gonna bury you. You know, you get that nice, hearty, wholesome flavor in your stomach on top of the heavy turkey dinner. Oh my god, it's nice and savory. I love that choice, but I just hope that you get some nice nap time after. So let's see. For Shanna, you said for those who want to go light on food, the rice tea. Oh, you mean the Genmai cha? Yes, absolutely. Genmai cha is gonna be a great follow up for the dinner and leading into the dessert because you have that kind of ricey, popcornish kind of flavor to go along with it. So it's a nice transition between dinner and dessert. So that is actually a really good choice. Ooh, it's still coming out. So I can definitely see Genmai cha being a tea that goes along well with it. Whoops, I set that down a little bit heavier than I thought. Oh, anyway. Oh my god, this is so good. All right. I forgot where I left off during the announcement. I was talking about the 100th episode. Oh, I do have some plans. I don't know how much I should give away. Um, so I won't give anything away. Yeah, that is the end of it. I'm not gonna. I do have something that you guys have never seen me do before, and it's something that I personally have never done that before. But I want to share that first authentic experience with you guys. So definitely stay tuned. It's going to be one that will. It's going to be great. No, it's not a strip show, I promise. I don't know if you'll be disappointed or relieved, but it's not a strip show. Uh, so yeah, that is a good question because the specific kind of puer might dictate the kind of food coma you go in. Like there is a chocolate chai puer that I go crazy for. It's really good, and you know it's more on the dessert side, so it'll put you in a chocolatey good sweet food coma. But yeah, Nick, that's your question. I'm just interjecting my own personal choice in there. And honestly, I think that chocolate chai puer might mix well with the green chai. Two sides of the same coin, but you get that same spicy sweetness flavor from it that might complement each other. I don't know if that made sense, but I said it, and I stick by it, doggone it. Oh my god. So anyway, oof, I'm starting to get hot. That ginger it's settling. It's settling pretty well. Some teas that I get with a large ginger content, it sits in my stomach like a campfire. You know, it just sits there and it burns continuously. I'm not getting that flavor. Sorry, I'm not getting that sensation. I'm not getting like that actual burn. Um, but it is like significant. I can feel my um, internal temperature rising. I'm kind of wishing that I was wearing shorts right now because it's kind of hot, and I don't know. You guys might have the strip show tonight instead of next week because I'm starting to get a little bit sweaty. I'm not I'm not showing very well, but I feel it. Yes, absolutely. A mint tea would be really good for something. It'll help you digest, and it'll also help you uh, move into a calm space. When you drink a mint tea, it will be a bit relieving, if that makes sense. Generally, when you drink a scented tea, you get like the. It usually like helps you relieve tension. It's good for like tension headaches, any pressure that you might be feeling when you're under stress. That tends to relieve. It's a little bit of an emotional effect, but in a way that's very positive. What was that in 2012? The Bulu Gushu ripe puer might be good. Hard to picture it though right now. Yeah, I hear that. I don't. I've never had the 2012 Bulan Gushu, but um, being that it's aged for about what like I'm really bad at math right now. It's 12, 19, so it's 7 years. I believe that's right. 7 years. 7 years. I got it before. It's really hard for me to do math while I'm talking. I'm just really bad at math. But anyway, 7 years. If it's been aged for 7 years, that gives it a more stronger, heartier flavor. So you're going for the big nap there. If you drink if you drink an aged puer, yeah, you're going for the big nap. I swear that'll put you to sleep. There's not enough caffeine in the world to to get you up after that. Oof. Okay. The flashcards. Yeah, I'm a little bit old for flashcards, but then again, I'm a little bit old for everything else. So I need to get my times tables done. Oh, I was always more of a language guy rather than math because math is for nerds. Nah. Anyway, aged and fermented, yes, absolutely. But I mean, fermented is puer's thing, so that's that goes without saying. Um, but if you get it nice and hearty, you have like it's gonna basically taste like liquor. I mean, already on its own, it tastes like a whiskey barrel, but just the barrel. If you get it, the tea or the mic, both. Yes, I would say we are both aged and fermented. Um, but yeah, it's like since it's naturally uh, since it's naturally Wally, welcome. Been a while. Since it's naturally fermented, you're gonna get the liquor kind of flavor without the actual alcohol, which some people probably go boo at, but it comes close when you're not a drinker like me. Um, you still get that nice, warm, hearty flavor behind it. It's really good. Uh, Let me see if I have any. I don't think so, right? Yeah, no. I'm all out. I hate when I do that. I have been doing that all day. When I finish my tea and I go for another sip and it's already gone, I'm like, no! It's a pet peeve of mine, but whatever. Oh, excuse me. That just came out of nowhere. A nice hearty flavor to it. Oh yeah, that's one thing that I didn't go down that path that I meant to. Of icing this tea, I think that this would really be good iced. I don't normally recommend icing green teas because of the grassy flavor. It's just not my thing. But this one, since it's not really grassy, and it tastes more along the lines of an orange ginger ale, I think it might do decent as a as an iced tea. What was this? Your stream lag between the video and sound, and it's making this amusing to watch. Yeah, I look like I'm a dubbed movie with somebody speaking over me, right? Like this is the foreign the foreign mic. Oh, but I know exactly what that's like. Anyway, so don't worry, it'll sync up eventually. If not, you'll just watch the YouTube later. Okay, so questions, comments, anything you have? I'm opening up the floor once again. Oh my god, I'm really like hot and thank you. I just need subtitles in Spanish or Japanese. Yeah, well, that's something that I would like to do someday. I do have friends that are deaf and hard of hearing, and I know that Katina would have. I mean, she's asked me about that a few times. If I knew how to do it, I would. I'm sure there is some way to do it. But Katina, if you can hear me now, yeah, it's still on my heart. Can we get this on the website? Absolutely. I will post the website as I usually do after the stream. So yeah, just tune in after I sign off, and you'll be able to see it there. Whew. It's still hitting me hard. This thing is still emptying me out. Oh, but I'm like really. Is reindeer fuel out yet? I don't believe so. I haven't seen it yet. They usually wait until closer to Christmas. I would give it another week or two. I did speak to Lance, and he said that the regular the regular flavors for winter were supposed to be released last Tuesday. So those are in store now. I'm talking about the gingerbread, chestnut, candy cane. What are the other ones? The cranberry, something and something. I forget what all six of those, but those are out for sure. Reindeer fuel, I'm not sure. I'll have to look into it. The tinsel teas are out, but that was not reindeer fuel was not among that. The one you mentioned, probably not. Might be able to find a similarly aged tea, but I would be surprised if that one was still sold anywhere. I mean, yeah, they usually age tea to a specific time, and then they present it. If it's not, if their batch is done, their batch is done. You can't go back and grow it from 2012, but we can get whatever is relevant this year. So yeah, absolutely. Let me check the Adagio website real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move you guys over. The tinsel teas include Chestnuts Roasting, Cozy Candy Cane, Deck the Halls, Jolly Gingerbread, Kris Kringle, and Merry Mistletoe. Tigerschwender would be the one that might carry something close. Yes, absolutely. I was actually talking to one of the managers at Tigerspender. Her name is Chris, and she was talking about getting in some bricks of pu'er. I'm not sure if she got them in, but I am definitely interested in getting one, only because I've never had brick tea before. Um, Basically, it's served as like either a square or a circle traditionally. You just break some off, put it in the teacup, and steep it as you normally would, and voila, you get your tea. Um, I want to do that. I was talking to Chris, and she said that they had plans for it, so I'm gonna have to stop in and check. I should have asked her while at the tea festival, but I completely forgot. But yeah, so we've got that's definitely something that's going to be in the works. Hopefully in the coming year. Okay, so I'm down to my last couple of sips. I'm going to open up the floor again. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, now's the time. This is a very delicious tea. It's really holding up pretty well in the temperature as it cools down. It's holding up well. So I am definitely interested in making this again. Mm. Oh, and this tea is like it's really satisfying. Like I feel filled, you know? And it's the kind of tea that I could really relax with. You know, like it's not it's not a super. I don't want to say because this sounds bad. It's not a super exciting tea, but you know what I mean. Like it's nice and calming and soothing. I like it. It's got a great flavor. It's something that'll keep you. It'll keep you satiated. So, final thoughts. Well, you know what? Let me drink my final, my final sip, and then offer my final thoughts. Mm, done. Okay, final thoughts. Yeah, this is definitely like a really nice tea to drink on your own. Um, Very tasty, very smooth. Definitely something that I would recommend. I will post the link afterwards. So I guess I'm gonna wrap up tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely join me next week because it's gonna be something extra special. You're going to love it. And I will see you there. So have a great night, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you later. Bye.